Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and it's time to continue with my Let's Play of Void Destroyer. This is episode 4, and we are more or less right where we left off in the last episode. I'm hoping everything is okay right now with our ship and everything else. We are going to do some extra stuff. I want to point out, folks, that the developer let me know that there is a much prettier mode for our tactical view. As you can see here, it's pretty much all the ships are rendered instead of having this... Oops, that is not supposed to happen. Sorry, guys. Instead of having this view, if you don't like this view and you find it to be confusing and somewhat lame, you can go into beautiful, normal mode, and you can move around and all the other wonderful fun stuff. I actually find this to be somewhat helpful at times, so I might be switching between the two on a somewhat regular basis. We'll see, though. We shall see. Alright, we are researching up some frigates. I like that. And we are pretty much done with everything else except for the radiation platform. I'm not sure what the radiation platforms do just yet, folks, but we're going to hope for the best. I am also going to increase the crew by up to 15% doing all this stuff now. Simply put, we have enough resource management going here. We have almost 10,000. We're going to request a bunch more ore because that is what we need. All the weapons are available and ready to go. I think the next thing I'm going to do is probably some thrust power. Maybe one in charge, one in withdraw, and then maybe increase tractor beam by 1 and put some command points in. And if you look over here, command allows a command ship to take control over enemy ships using omnidirectional communication arrays and line of sight laser comms. The highly advanced CPUs on the command ship allow for overwhelming of enemy ship command protocols. Alright, so higher level repairs, more CPU comms, blah 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 blah. Alright, so that's what we're doing right now for that. I want to go to the shipyards now, and I want to take a look. What are we building? We are building a bunch of Perez M's. I would like to build a couple of Intrepid corvettes. So there should be 2 there. So we should have a bunch of missile ships ready to just destroy some peeps, and then once our other frigates get made, we should be doing pretty good. It is kind of hard to see the other ships here, though. I won't lie to you. It is a little bit difficult, so I think I'm going to pilot a Bonnie right now, and to choose the current ship that you have selected as your ship. This is something that I couldn't remember how to do last time. It's actually easier than you might think. So here, I'm going to click just on the Wardrum. It's already chosen, but it's this thing right here. It designates the ship as the pilotable ship in the ship mode. So once I hit that button, I'm going to go into ship mode, and I'm going to have control of this. Now the Intrepid has been launched. I would like to take a look at that. I am not 100% certain what it does. I believe this is it right here. It is. Alright. I'm going to take control of that right now and see what it has to offer. It seems to not really offer that much, to be honest. And it looks like the enemies are coming, so we'll pilot this thing and see what it can do. Gotta say, it just seems to be getting shot to pieces. No, we're gonna crash into a wall. Well, we're firing back on the enemy. I mean, there's something going on here for us. And I have checked, and it might not show up, like every time we switch back to it. It might be back. Yeah, we're gonna lose the Intrepid pretty rapidly, but seems like we can fire a few missiles off before we do. I'm going to switch now over to the Wardrum, see what it's doing right now. In fact, I'm going to put it back on autopilot, and I'm going to switch back over to some of our Bonnies. Where are they at? It's unfortunate that it did get destroyed, but simply put, it is what it is. We're going to switch over to this one. And let's see what kind of enemies we have available to us here. Alright, so there's one. And we're going to get hopefully close enough to land our attacks. We have to get pretty close for that to actually do anything, though. There we go. And we are getting mauled slightly by the enemy, but we're doing a little bit of dodging and some juking here, so it's okay. We're gonna keep moving around left to right, a little wiggle action here. And you can see the Wardrum is throwing down the pain and the hatred on our enemies. And that is sweet, sweet, nice. And I think we've just about done it. There's the last individual, and he is almost done. So the reason I want to get rid of some of the Bonnies, or at least pilot them and see that they go down in flames, is, well, it's quite simple. They are pretty bad ships in general. I mean, they're like the very basic ships, right? So it's not great to have them at this point in the game, and as you see, a few of them probably died there. And now we're launching some more of the Perez M's, so that should actually increase our chances of not getting massacred pretty substantially, in fact. There's a picker. I don't know what a picker is, but I think I might go try and kill it. Before I actually continue to do that, let's take a look here at the research. All of our research is complete up to this point. And I guess we can do the radiation platform. And yeah, so there we go. I guess that's it. I thought we had to specifically build marine frigates. Perhaps any of them are... Okay. Well, I guess we'll build a bunch of corvettes, since we don't have... let's put it on repeat, I guess. Since we don't have any way of building those other things right now. I think what happens is you get to a certain point and you're able to build those up with a shipyard. And I'm not sure I'm ready to quite launch the shipyard just yet. I imagine we're getting close, and we'll do it relatively soon, but not quite yet. Whee! Alright, so we are now amidst some nasty here. Some stuff definitely wants us dead. And we're going to try to do some killing ourselves, though it's doubtful. Well, we landed a couple of attacks. A little bit more. We're getting hit some, though. Intrepids are being launched. And that thing's like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be here. The Bonnie's wrecking us, man. The Bonnie's after us. Our research is completed again, which means to me... Oh gosh, oh. I've lost control. Here we go. What is shooting at me? Lots of things, I imagine. Oh, the Bonnie. The Bonnie has instilled some hatred here. Alright. So we actually killed a scoria? Sure. Alright. Looks like we're going to go over here and see if we can't do some more damage to this one. And down it goes. Very nice. Alright, and we have another individual here. We shall slay you as well, if I can keep track of it. Now, you have to forgive me, folks. I'm just now getting back into the game. It's been a little bit of a break for me playing the game, which makes me sad because I figured I would forget a lot. So I played a little tiny bit just to get refamiliarized with the controls before I started this episode up. But the problem was there was a few things that happened this week that was unavoidable, and I wasn't able to actually play when I wanted to. Like, I had the time to play, and then something came up and I couldn't do it, and then when I was able to do it, unfortunately, the game developer was adding some stuff, and whatever he ended up adding at the time wasn't 100% on point. So, unfortunately, that meant that, well, some bad Juju Magumbo happened. And, yeah, well, not much more to say than that, just bad Juju Magumbo. Alright, looks like we have an entire armada flying in. We're going to get back there with our Bonnie and hope that we can do some damage. Attacking from a different angle will be interesting, to be sure. Okay, I guess we'll go after this one. Oh no, the Perez A1 has been destroyed. Looks like an Intrepid was destroyed, but I think we're probably holding pretty good at this point. I think our folks are actually strong enough to hold on their own. I also feel like the sound effects in the game are quite a bit lower than they were before. Alright, what are we doing here? I'm trying to get close enough to the raider to actually do something. Oh gosh. Alright, we are back on point. I'm going to do some little wiggle moves here. Avoid hopefully a few missiles coming our way. Oh, our Bonnie is getting destroyed slowly. Do you know what? We're going to take at least one more of these raiders down with us. That's 2 of them down. Is that 3? No. That's debris. We want the debris to keep floating. Keep floating, debris. Keep floating. Alright, I think we held off the onslaught once again. Let's go back into our other mode. I think it's time for us to attempt to... Oh, I really gotta get a handle on what's going on here. Okay. Alright, sometimes you get lost real quick, and then it's hard to get back to where you're hoping to be. So let's see how the Wardrum fared in that combat. Wardrum, 100%. That is sweet, sweet, nice style. Alright then, we will do this. We still have stuff coming, or that we need. So we're going to request some more ore and some more energy. Because we have a significantly large amount of that. We'll check out this. This is all 100% done. Alright, and it looks like we're okay. Now what I think I'd like to do is maybe do some gun defense platforms. Maybe apply a few more of those. Ah, now this goes back into this mode. I like that, actually, quite a bit. Alright, so we will throw these down around our buddy here. Now I'm not sure what these things actually do 100%. We'll take a look, because I'm going to build another one in just a moment's time here. Let's see what the gun defense platforms do. A defensive platform armed with 4 fast turrets. You can build 2 before upkeep comes and becomes an issue, so that's a good sign. Alright, so what I think I'd like to do is maybe place both of these over near our guy as like a defensive measure. Maybe like right there and there. I want to take a look at our height here. Yeah, I like that. I actually like that. I think that's perfect. So we'll build that one as well. And then we'll go back into our build platforms once again, and I don't know, I think I'll do a couple gun box platforms as well. And these are going to be much smaller. I believe if you do that, there we go. Okay, we'll put one there. And we'll hit build. And then we're going to go back to our command ship, make sure he's got enough ore and everything else that he's requesting. Looks like his energy usage is fine. More plating, everything, missile mines is done, I guess. Okay. I don't hate that. And we're doing 1 of 3 command. Alright, well I guess I'll queue up. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it at that for now. I think it's time for us to finally build our ship platform, which is something I've been putting off for quite a while, folks, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm going to place this one back over here, hopefully out of the way of encroaching enemies. We shall see. We're going to build it. Now this is going to, oops, this is going to trigger other bad things to happen to us, so please do keep that in mind. Alright, let's go see if we can't figure out where we're... Alright, intel reports that enemies are going to be warping in here to murder our faces very, very, very soon. We're going to be meeting up with our little armada of good guys over here. And trying to get out of the way. And yeah, there is a lot of hatred, pain, and suffering coming toward us, but you know what? Even if we lose this Bonnie, it's for the greater good, right? Alright, so our Bonnie's rocking 6%. It is done. We will switch over to a Perez M and see what this thing has to offer now. I think I like that actually a lot. Oh, it just fires missiles like non-stop. I like that. And some sort of super bomb too. So yeah, that just completely destroyed that. Alright, try not to hit the Wardrum. It's actually pretty close. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, folks. I believe that was our fleet menu, which we definitely did not want up and running. Okay, we're going to see if we can't do a little bit of elimination stuff on our enemy here. A lot of missiles flying their way. Oh, dodging. We're juking, we're jiving. We're getting there, folks. So many missiles, so little time. Let's take a look at the Wardrum now. It should be pretty set, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I have no idea where the Wardrum's at. Aha! Alright. So we have our shipyard built. Now this is what happens when the shipyard is built. Apparently another fleet of some sort of vessel comes flying through the hub gate here. Or some other group of enemies, I should say, not other vessel. Let's see. So we just have a bunch of war. Originally I was like, alright, reinforcements. Nope. So this is going to go interestingly, if nothing else. That's the Wardrum. It's at 100%. Alright. Lieutenant Kamola, unknown ships arrived from the hub gate. Damn it, it's the stubs. Caricum must have sent them, or set for them while we built a shipyard. They're getting nervous. Good. They should be. Stubs? Yeah, imagine being so deep in debt that your best solution is selling yourself to be surgically stripped of your identity and transformed into living cannon fodder. I don't know if I should hate them or feel sorry for them. Prepare the crew for boarding parties. Alright, now this might go very, very horribly. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not 100% certain. I'm not even sure where the stubs are coming from. So there is that. We have a pretty decent supply of enemies here, but let's do our time dilation. We have a shipyard built now, so that should also mean that we can. I don't think we can do any more research, but we should be able to build these frigates. So that is indeed the thing. Yeah, here we go. So I want to build 2 of these and 2 of these. Okay, so I don't. What is the phalanx? Carries 50 Marines that will attempt to capture enemy bases. Oh, that's pretty interesting. And the Korea G, good for patrol duty, 2 medium turrets, and a light point defense turret. What does the Intrepid have? A small and fast capital ship, good against fighters and other corvettes, armed with quad missile launchers and 4 light point defensive turrets. Alright. So that's what we're going to roll with. We're going to try to get a couple of these out. And we're going to hope for the best, and I don't know what's going to happen, folks. But we'll find out, I suppose. We will find out. Alright, so time dilation is back. We're going to hop back into our ship. We're going to hope that we're able to find out where the enemy is coming from. I'm not sure, folks. I am not sure. But either way, we have a large supply of vessels out and about and ready for us. Want to make sure we have all of our ships being built. It looks like we are. Good. Alright. Okay, so we'll just continue on, and we're going to hope for the best. Sorry, folks. I keep hitting buttons just to make sure everything is set here. Alright. Well, we're waiting. I'm not seeing much of anything happen here. I feel like I'm upside down, too. There we go. Not that it really matters one way or the other, but still. Well, I was expecting more things to come attack us, but I guess I haven't seen that yet. Alright, we are getting pretty grouped up here. I think it's time for me to try to maybe do some rearranging with my guys. I don't know. We'll have a move there. And then we'll have them hold position, I suppose. There's two more. Oh, there's so many ships there. They're like bouncing off of each other. It's pretty funny. Let's get you to move there, buddy. Let's get all of you to get out of the way here. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That's kind of humorous. All right, where's this gonna put us? Okay, we're back in the Perez M. Lieutenant Matthew Beowulf Robinson is the person or individual using it, and we are waiting for the enemy to show up. And we shall see what they decide to do. The Wardrum is rocking solid health. We're rocking some pretty solid health as well. If we go to the shipyard, which I know is around here somewhere. There it is. If we go into it and we were damaged, we would actually heal up from it. So that is a good thing. I was kind of expecting a bigger fight, and unfortunately... Oh, whoa, no. Alright, so the flanks is out, so that means that we should be able to start capturing, I guess, other enemy capital ships. And at some point we should probably make a move to start trying to assault them. We're at the point now where we're nearly strong enough to do everything. Let's go back and deal with the Wardrum just a little bit more often here. We'll pump that, we'll pump that. Is there anything else that we haven't done? Armor plating looks like it's maxed out, okay. Debris cannibal, no. All this stuff's done, and it looks like the battle is underway, so let's get back to it. It is quite a bit more menacing than what I recall before. Wow, there is just mass chaos going on here. We have the bulldogs coming out. We're going to fire some nasty ships and missiles and things at them. I don't know what that's going to do. Thing looks like it is not a happy thing, so we're going to try to stay with it here and take it out while we get shot at here. Trying to dodge some of the awfulness. Alright, here comes another bulldog. Gonna fire more and more. Oh, some big explosions here. Oh, we are hanging in there though. The Perez M is not looking super hot. Alright, we've lost control of that one. I would rather have... Give me a fighter. There we go. Give me another Perez M. Oh, no. Oh, we're getting knocked around. Fix yourself. Alright, where is the Wardrum? There are little teardrop ships all over the Wardrum right now that we are just trying to remove. They are trying to board our little vessel here. It is unpleasant, but it looks like we've managed to fight them back. The Wardrum got banged up a little bit, but it's not completely destroyed here, and it looks like we've managed to fight off the first really nasty wave here, but it definitely cost us some. We're not 100% done yet, but we're pretty close. The frogs are coming, but they're going bye-bye. The hounds are down, and what does that leave us with? Just one or two more guys. I mean, that's really about it. I think I'm going to want some of the gunships. I kind of like the gunships. There we go. And that is a lot of missiles that just landed. We're going to take the hound out, and down he goes. Alright, folks. Is there any left? Oh, there's a few. Alright, let's see if we can't get rid of the dropper. I think the dropper is probably one that does... Well, it's probably a dropship. It probably... Yeah, it does. That's exactly what I thought it did. Dropped a bunch of the teardrop ships out, and these would be easiest to pick up with the Perez Gs, I would assume. So if I were to... Yeah, why don't we do that while this is happening? I think we're pretty much set at this point. The Wardrum got, it got banged up a little bit. It's not completely destroyed, though. I think I'm going to put some Perez Gs out, because I would prefer to have them if we can. We'll take the Perez M's. Not, I don't need a ton. I would like to cancel Perez M. It's not letting me. Our Intrepids are still being built, which is good. And then over here, it looks like 2 of our frigates are down. I'm not sure which 2. But for now, I'm just going to do the Korea Gs. I'm just going to throw a few more of those out. And if we take a look, I think we survived. And gate activated for inbound, huh? Gotta say, we survived that pretty nicely. Is that the Wardrum? Nope. That is a Korea G. I like that. Let's go take a look at the Wardrum, see what it's doing. It's at 62%. That was a pretty nasty onslaught of enemies coming at us through that. But you know what? We're going to hop back down here into... Oh, they're still destroying some of the frogs and other various things. We're going to hop down in here and do some repairs on the Perez M that we are piloting. It's going to be sweet, sweet nice. There it is. We are back to full. And it looks like another grouping of bad guys are coming to murder us here. So, I suppose we will have to fight it off and hope for the best. Alright, let's see if we can't get the dropper taken out immediately. Because that, I believe, is the one that... I wouldn't say does the most damage, but it's the most irritating, I suppose. So, as we slowly battle and fight these things off, we shall, I think, do okay. There's a hound here. Let's get rid of him. Is there another dropper around? Let's see. We need to get a better visual representation of what's going on out here. I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff latching onto the Wardrum, and I don't like that. We have the gun things all around the ship, so that's not so bad. I don't like firing missiles at my own ship. That makes me kind of, I don't know, kind of nervous, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. Alright, well, I am going to go take this Perez M, and I'm going to fly down over there, and in the next mission, I'm going to take a look... Oh, more incoming enemies. Well, folks, we're going to fight off this final wave here, and we're going to hope for the best. And hopefully when we're done with this wave, we will be able to start throwing some assaults toward the enemy. And hope for the very best on that front, because as it stands right now, we are kind of getting wrecked just a bit. I wouldn't say horribly so, but enough that it's somewhat problematic to us. We're able to launch some nice big missiles over there. We're going to float around and shoot and dodge and slip between some fire. There's going to be some nasty explosions. We can always go repair up if we wanted to. And I don't think they have much of a chance of getting through our defenses right now. It is not looking super good for them. And our missile is free, and it's going to hit pretty darn hard here. And actually, it didn't seem to do that much, to be honest. There it goes. It is down, and I think that's about it. I think we've cleaned it up, and I don't think the Wardrum suffered too much for it. That's at 50%, which I think is actually higher than before. So, either way, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to hope that we can start going on the offensive. We will see, though. We will see. Either way, that's going to do it. I'll see you next time with more Void Destroyer. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.